Hello, beings of the world. I am Serene Dolphin. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to my channel and part 4 of the Forsaken Starting Adventure. Last time what did we do? We fed a laced pumpkin to a Scarlet Crusade prisoner, and he turned into a ghoul and then disintegrated, basically. Um, and we collected some gloomweed on the way to Brill. We picked up some putrid claws for who knows what purpose, and we visited Undercity for the first time and got to see just a tiny bit of the city. I didn't spend a lot of time there, and we picked up some quests, and I think we're going to go ahead and do those. So I think what we're going to work on is the Darkhound Blood and the Scarlet Crusade quest, which we can kind of work on at the same time by uh, we head to the Scarlet Crusade, and there should be Darkhound puppies along the way, like right here. So how's everyone doing today? Oh! I was not expecting that. Was you guys expecting that? He said, "You deserve to lose this land for what your people did to us. Now back off or face the wrath of the Worgen." And it gave us a quest, Escape from Gilneas. As far as you know, a Worgen rogue roaming in Tirisfal is a new development. Yeah, new to me too. This is something that Executor Zygan will certainly be interested in. Report the Worgen's presence to Executor Zygan at Brill in Tirisfal Glades. Alright, well, we'll do these quests first, but then, yeah, we need to look into that. I just want to make sure I'm going in the right direction. I totally forgot that quest was a thing, and I think part of the reason why I forgot is that it doesn't pop up reliably. You kind of have to luck into it, because it's not something that you can control. So, I'm not sure. This will be new for me. So I'm kind of excited to see where, I mean, maybe it's a whole quest chain, maybe it's not, but we'll find out. So, I need to apologize here. You probably just heard our weather radio go off. We are having some severe weather happening in the area. It goes off whenever any part of our county is under a severe thunderstorm warning. I don't hear storms right now. I don't hear thunder or hear rain, so I'm sure it's a different part of our county, but anyway. It went off last episode too. I feel kind of bad about that. It's really obnoxious sounding. So please bear with me if it goes off again. Hopefully not. It's already gone off like 5 times. But I thought I was going to be safe because I thought it was done. Because I didn't hear thunder or rain anymore, but I don't know. It was raining super heavily earlier, before the video, and you know, and I was like, oh, I should wait. You know, I wanted to get going on the videos, but I figured that, you know, it would be too much white noise. So. Okay, we're almost to the Scarlet area. I'm just going to go ahead and kill things on a path because, you know, They're gonna find me anyway, otherwise I'd have to go way out of my way. Don't feel like doing that. So. Oh, there's Scarlet Zealot. And now her phone's going off. That's great. Not gonna go grab that. So. Okay, we got a zealot. We need missionary zealot and urgent scarlet memorandum. Memorandum? Oh great, now we're getting severe thunderstorm warnings from the phone. Goodness. Anyway, we already got the memorandum. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So, I think if there's anything that reading the quest text is showing me is that I don't know how to pronounce a lot of things. And, I don't know if that's a lack of education, or if that's truly, you know, on me that that I don't remember this stuff. I don't like pointing the finger at me, so let's just call it a lack of education. Whoops. Oh, there's a Captain Perrine, but we already got the memorandum, so we don't need them. It's not a rare, so I'm just gonna ignore that. So, how about you guys? Is it storming where you are today? Or is it relatively quiet? Do you like storms? A little personal information about me. I actually have a meteorology degree in, and I actually have a master's too, but don't be too impressed. I've forgotten a lot of information. It was a long time ago, and I never got a career in it because, well, I just was never picked. The competition is very, very rough. There's a lot of candidates. Meteorology is a popular popular degree to get. Most meteorology schools that teach it are very full to the brim with students, and there's just not enough jobs to hold us all, you know, which is unfortunate. And I think with my master's degree, I kind of kicked myself in the foot a little bit. I wanted to get into the National Weather Service, but never got picked out of all the places I applied to. I applied to all over the country, which is what you have to do. You can't be picky about where you're going to live. And that was another problem of mine, was that I was kind of picky about where I wanted to live. I was tired of being away from all of my family and friend connections, and I wanted to live closer to them, but then that severely limited my job opportunities, so I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I eventually, you know, I ended up applying everywhere just because I even applied in Alaska, and that would have been very different compared to where I live now. But you know, just never got anything, and it was very frustrating. And I wish, you know, I wish something would have happened. But then again, if it did, then I wouldn't have met my current fiance, and you know, my daughter wouldn't have been born, and you know, just Sometimes you just don't know where life's going to take you.
What does the shadow
Darkhound pounding. Have you collected the Darkhound blood yet, Undead Dolphin? Time is fleeting. You have done well, Undead Dolphin, and I thank you for your efforts. Thank you for the elixir. Holland's experiment. I am to understand that another one of those foolish dwarven mountaineers has just been captured. The Death Guard has him stored here in this building, and they've assigned him to one of their own to persuade him not to escape. Why don't you go see how the captured mountaineer enjoys the special drink I made for him? It contains a subtle hint of what the Dark Lady has planned for the rest of Azeroth. Bring Holland's special drink to the captured mountaineer. I think he's upstairs here. Okay, this one is actually being guarded. Now, dwarves will drink just about everything, so I have a feeling he's gonna... Did he really just do that? Did he really just wiggle his butt at me? I think he did. Holland's experiment. Why, if I had my trusted rifle, you'd be as good as dead, priest. I'm already dead. Just wait until the steam tank brigade arrives to rescue me. Ah, a drink at last. What matter of ale is this? I'm sure it's no Rhapsody malt, but I'll take anything to wet the old whistle at this point. I raise my brew and hope to be rid of the likes of you. Cheers, you no-good scoundrel, Undead Dolphin, he says as he flops over. When are prisoners going to understand and learn that you do not accept anything that the undead give you? It is laced with plague. Garen's Haunt. As you probably already realizing, the Royal Apothecary Society is a widespread organization. We take our plague alchemy seriously. It is our belief that the more agents we have performing experiments, the sooner we will realize our objective. One of our agents performs his work at a small encampment to the north of here. His name is Jared, and he could use an apprentice of your stature. Report to Apothecary Jared at Garen's Haunt in Tirisfal Glades. What is up with the ... there? I don't know. Executor Zygan. Escape from Gilneas. Yes, that makes sense. Since the Worgen have come streaming out of Gilneas, I knew it would only be a matter of time before they arrived here in Tirisfal. Annihilate the Worgen. These Worgen must be dealt with, and quickly. Our first priority is to eliminate any which may have infiltrated Brill. I want you to be on the lookout for any suspicious activity here in Brill, Undead Dolphin. We know that these Worgen can hide in the shadows, so look for any signs you can find. Footsteps, kicked up rocks, anything. Find and kill 5 Worgen infiltrators within Brill. And to turn this in, a thorn in our side. We shall herd the Scarlet Crusade like cattle to their demise. It sounds like we'll have to keep our eyes out for this Voss character. I don't expect any Forsaken to receive a reward if we capture her. I'm just worried she'll eventually turn against us. Okay, maybe I should have read that memorandum. Apparently Lillian Voss has been present at that encampment. And we can see them based on the dust that they kick up. So we'll get this done. It's right here in Brill. There's no reason not to do it. Where did this one go? I don't know. I saw more over this way though. There's one right there. Gotta get close enough. Oh, there's more than one.
To target something first.
Alright. There's one right there.
I don't have a target.
So, anyway, hopefully this won't take too long here. I think someone else is also doing this quest. So, what I was meaning to say is that basically, I love storms. Like mesoscale and synoptic systems were kind of my specialty, and that's a very broad specialty. I'll just mention that. It covers all sorts of things. It covers both tornadoes, storm systems, hurricanes, you know, all sorts of things. And I mean, storms, that's really why I got into meteorology in the first place, was because of thunderstorms and severe weather.
What is it?
Annihilate the Worgen. To think they've been right under our noses. I'll put my death guards on alert. This will not happen again. Give me that cloak. Excellent. Okay. Give me just 1 second, everyone. Okay. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go to Death Guard Linnea to the south and deal with that before we head to the north to Apothecary Jared, because I think that starts off like a whole quest chain. Oh. So, my inspiration was the movie Twister. I had no idea at the time, before I was in meteorology, all of its flaws and inaccuracies and all that. But to me, it was real at the time when I was an impressionable high school student. It was very like just that was the truth, and it was an exciting truth, and I thought, oh man, what would I give to go storm chasing and see a tornado.
What is it?
Forsaken duties. Magistrate Severin wants a report. Very well. The defenders at the bulwark are holding the majority of the scourge at bay, but some do slip through on occasion. We have seen sporadic scourge activity east of the station, with a concentration near the Balnier farmstead.
Beware, our enemies are bound. I haven't
The
got
chill of
all
death.
day.
It's so cold now. The plague of undeath crawls through my veins like an icy serpent. The mindless state will be upon me soon, but no doomed destiny will prevent me from serving our Dark Lady. When the call arose, I sewed body bags for the fallen soldiers of Sylvanas' mighty army. Now my hands shake from the chill. If you would bring me 5 duskbat pelts, I could sew myself a blanket. Help me, Undead Dolphin, so that I can continue to serve the cause. Obtain 5 duskbat pelts. And, well, that would be better armor, but I kind of like the stamina armor
Do
boots,
not
so...
seek death.
Now that's interesting to me that she said that, because I thought, perhaps mistakenly now, that the undead can't feel anything. Like, I didn't think that they felt like the discomforts that humans would feel, such as cold and heat and stuff like that. I think they can feel, well, actually, no, they don't have nerves or anything like that. Honestly, a lot of hand waving is happening here because, yeah, how could they don't have a nerve system, I don't think. You know, so I don't know how they can have any senses whatsoever, but just wave it on. Just be like, it is what it is. But I guess if they can see and hear and think and all that jazz, I guess they can feel cold too. She also says she can feel it through her veins. I didn't think we had veins. Then again, I'm not a reliable source either. It's not like I've studied undead anatomy by any stretch of the imagination. So, you know, perhaps you know more if you're a lore buff and you know, what really like the undead. Maybe you've looked into that. So, what do I know? Yeah, someone who played WoW characters a lot, I keep getting reminded of this all the time. There's just so much I don't know. It's really extensive. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, I've played this game for how long now? 13 years? 14 years? 14 years? Yeah, and how much I don't know.
What is it?
The Chill of Death. Do you have 5 Duskbat pelts yet, Undead Dolphin? I appreciate your efforts, Undead Dolphin. May Sylvanas recognize your bravery one day. Oh, that wasn't too brave. I just beat up on some bats.
Speak quickly.
Return to the magistrate. You should return to Magistrate Severin with the information I gave you. He'll want it as soon as possible, so be swift. Return to Magistrate Severin in Brill.
Goodbye.
Well, I think I'm going to do that. No problemo. So, you know, since I was a kid, I was always fascinated by severe weather. I would pull books out about it. You know, they only had the very basics of information because, honestly, if you get into the depths of meteorology, it's a lot of math, a lot of high-tier college-level math, because weather is basically math. It's basically a bunch of unsolved equations that we have to estimate to try to predict the weather and stuff like that, and that's why we're not always right, is because there's different modes to, you know, it depends on what equation you use, it depends on, like, what, terms you use in the equation, the inputs, there's so many variables. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to get into it, because then I would never stop. Return to the magistrate. It is troubling to hear of the scourge slipping past the bulwark. Even now they are ceaseless in their assaults. But we will not give in. The Lich King is dead. We will not be taken again.
Remember.
Alright, sounds good.
Discipline.
We'll talk to the innkeeper here
I'm
to
listening.
sell some stuff. We don't have that much bag space, so we need to make sure to keep it clean, especially before we go on to a quest hub.
Trust no one.
Okay. Yep, we just got the thing to the north. But, I've had some exciting times. I think, wait, I'm going south. Good night. Get my directions all mixed up. I think we actually head out this way to go north. Studying meteorology, it's been quite a thrill. There's been ups and downs. I did get to go storm chasing, not a lot. For one thing, you know, just because you want to do something doesn't mean you get the opportunities to. I had jobs and stuff in the way of getting to go on some chases. Some of it was just, and some of it was not being able to take my turn. We had a base team and a chase team, and the base team was basically at the computers back at headquarters, looking at things, because this was the time before smartphones and stuff like that. This was the time before reliable Wi-Fi and internet and things like that. And so base teams were necessary to get all of the information, and we would send it out to the chase team so that they could make the appropriate decisions. So I've only seen 2 tornadoes before in my lifetime, so but then again, I've only been on a handful of chases too, so I think that's a pretty good record.
I am forsaken.
Garen's Haunt. Holland? He's an amateur. You don't need a fancy 2-story apothecarium to make plague. You need love, and maybe some good assistance. Let me show you how plague is really made.
Dark lady.
Alright. He apparently has opinions.
What now?
Doomweed. My envoy just delivered me a bushel of gloomweed. Gloomweed? I don't need gloomweed. I need doomweed. You can see the predicament that I'm in, Undead Dolphin. I'll make it worth your while to gather what I need. Bring back to me enough doomweed, and I'll give you a suitable reward. It is my understanding that they like to plague the flora near the mass grave site to the north of the Brill graveyard. Hurry and be mindful of the gnolls in the area. Collect 10 doomweed.
Our time will come.
Can I help you?
Grave robbers. The mass graves within the forest to the west of us were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Tirisfal suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in these graves have so far been spared an undeath, but the scourge now send rot-hide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Your task is twofold. Slay the rot-hides at the mass grave and Garen's Haunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life. Kill rot-hide grave robbers and rot-hide mongrels, and obtain 6 flasks of embalming ichor.
Alrighty then.
Okay, we have our tasks, but we're going to go ahead and stop it there. Sorry, my voice is, my throat's starting to hurt and my voice is wanting to give out, so before that happens, I'm going to take a break here. So if you liked what you saw, go ahead and leave a like below. If you have questions, remarks, criticism, praise, please use the comment section. And if you really like what you saw, want to know when the next Forsaken video is coming out, give a subscribe and you will get that information. Thank you so much everyone for watching this. Take care, and I will see you next time.